How are you, stranger? You're in the favour of old Greenbeard. That is no easy thing to do. Perhaps then I can beg your aid for myself, wizard. The good and noble knight you seek, Sir Drustin Silverharp, was captured by a coven of witchy sisters who nest nearby. Can you venture into the White Owl Tower and rescue Sir Drustin from their vile talons?
Who are you? Prepare to have your flesh torn, vermin! Fie! You'll never find a way into the White Owl Tower.
Are you a good wizard or an evil wizard? If you are a kind wizard, you will let me out of this cage. And if you promise me a favor for another day, I will use my magic to help get you into the White Owl Tower. You freed me! Hooray! I will ask you for your favor on another day. My name is Casey. I'm glad we are friends. Let me use my magic to help you now.
Unicorn magic is always beautiful and uplifting.
Climb the vine into the tower. We will meet again, student of Merrill Ambrose. Watch out for evil owls. They are almost as bad as lemons.
The chamber is filled with a strange vapor that makes you feel so very sleepy. If you don't find an antidote quickly, you might sleep forever.
Now that you are lulled with sleep, I'll be your undoing. My tail feathers. You fight like the great owls of legend.
like the Horned Crown. How did you make it this far? It matters not. Your quest ends here, wizard.
Well done, friend. Let us return to my hold and tell Sophia the joyous news. Quickly, we can use this teleporter stone to escape.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. You have brought my husband back when I feared all was lost. You will always be our friend. Now go speak to him of your quest.
Ah, the noble sword of kings. When King Artorius was dying, he ordered the Knights of the Silver Rose to guard it vigilantly. I was most honored when Sir Brennan asked me to hold it. Of course I kept it safe. Straight away, I handed it over to the bravest knight in the realm, Sir Robin Bravely. Nothing could be safer. Last I heard, Sir Robin journeyed to the Fire Elf village to help them against the Frowdling army. Seek him there. In the meantime, I will head to Caliburn and see how the others are faring. Good luck, Armiger.
Why do they call this a Fire Elf village?
The Frowdlings were afraid we might help the Knights of Avalon, so they unleashed a winter worm upon us. Everything is frozen now. Sir Robin Bravely, I am not sure. I was away from the village the day of the attack. I suspect he's here, under the ice. Wait, if you help me through the village, perhaps we can find your knight. We'll need a living ember from the Fountain of Flame. You can find it on the other side of the wild.
You think you hear a soft crying.
Oh. What can I do? My family will be forever shamed. My brother Brinley, the Knight of Flame, was vanquished by a cruel giant. The giant, Maudit Soulban, then stole his armor. Having failed in his duties, Brinley fled to Caerleon. Noble Armiger, could you ask him to return to his role?
My sister sent you to ask me to go back there? What, are you crazy? Have you ever been beaten by a giant? It's no fun. I'm happy here. If Kara is vexed about the family honor, she can retrieve the armor and become the new Knight of Flame herself.
He said what? He said I could be the new Knight of Flame. Why, that would be amazing. But Brinley's armor was stolen by that giant. Could you journey to the Dread Keep and defeat Maudit Soulban in order to retrieve the Knight of Flame armor for me?
Smells like brimstone and sulfur here. Rotten eggs, ew.
How did you get in here? I am Mordaid Soban, Lord of the Dread Keep. Soon your blood-spattered garb will hang from my walls. How could a puny morsel like you get the better of me? Blasted wizards.
You got the armor back. Let me see how it fits. Brilliant! What do you think? Shining Armiger, you have done me a great favor and helped me restore honor to my proud family name. I am in your debt. Please collect a living ember from the Fountain of Flame. Take it to the Fire Elf village and help Roy Firehilt thaw his people.
Brr. Welcome back, wizard. Did you get a living ember? Ah, I'm starting to feel a bit warmer already. We have to vanquish the winter worm before we can break the curse of the hoarfrost. But the path to his den is too slick to travel. You will need magic shoes to grip the ice. Seek out Shane McGobbin, a leprechaun smith in the Toadstool village. He can enchant your shoes, so you don't slip on the ice.
Greetings, wizard. You need shoes to walk across the ice? Why, I can craft the shoes you'll need, but to do so, you'll have to fetch me nails back. I'll need them to fix your shoes. The wildfire treants went mad when the fire elf village froze up and tore up everything. Defeat them to find me nails what they stole. These'll do. Here, let me see your shoes. There, I've fitted the nails into the soles so you can walk over the ice without falling. Go back to Roy Firehilt. Good luck with that winter worm. You'll need it.
Those are some handsome shoes. Now we can travel down the icy path to the winter worm's lair and drive him out. He's a terrible beast of winter and storm, and we will need every ounce of courage to win. And by we, I mean you.
Your shoes really grip the path well now.
What is this spark I smell? A wizard? Let me extinguish that fire for you.
I can't believe we bested that loathsome beast! Huzzah! You will always have the trust of the Fire Elves. Now that the winter worm is gone, we can melt the Orfrost curse with the living ember. Please help me thaw out the village. We can look for Sir Robin while we do so.
You release the living ember into the air, and it swirls around, melting the snow and ice. The trees burst into flame, a bit wild, but beautiful in their natural state. The houses thaw, and the fire elves warm up, and you even find a knight under a layer of frost. There is much rejoicing.
A winter worm, you say? Well, that doesn't sound too scary. Let me just find a woolly sweater. Wait, who are you? Huh? The winter worm has been defeated? Did I do that before collapsing? Oh, it was you? Bother. Well, perhaps you could tell people I helped. At least, gave you moral support? You need the Sword of Kings? I was careful not to lose it. I sent it out of the Wyrd. There is a teleporter arch nearby. Can you activate it? Meet me in Caliburn, where we can see the situation more plainly. Ah, I feel much better. The Sword of Kings? Why, yes, Sir Drustin told me to keep the Sword of Kings safe. Why do you ask? When I heard the Fire Elves were fighting Frowdlings, I came to see if I could help. I was, anxious about losing the Sword of Kings. Instead, I gave it to my loyal minstrel, Innis Idle, and told him to hie away to safety. Perhaps Sir Pike has seen him.
A minstrel? No, I haven't heard any dulcet tunes for a while now. Perhaps Sir Brennan might know. Greetings, Wizard! Avalon, I have... Scribe Francis Locks, who works in the Standing Tower in Abbey Road, can tell you about it. Speak to him to learn more.
A minstrel? Surely sweet sounds would make our hardship easier to bear, but no, I haven't seen one. Ask Steward Kay. Mayhaps this minstrel made it back to Caerleon.
I recall the minstrel in Caerleon seeking refuge at the town round. Go and check. If you don't see him, ask Jeremiah Carver.
Greetings, Wizard. You look a proper amateur now. A minstrel? I heard Innis Idle took up with the Amber Knights, scoundrels who take advantage of the weak. You'll find them preying around the streets of Upper Caerleon. Confront some and ask them where to find the minstrel.
I give up. The minstrel is hiding at the Amber Estate. Ask Sir Jean-Paul Jouster.
None shall gain entrance to this estate while I am on duty. I wish there was a pithier way to say that. The minstrel, yes, he is inside, but I am under orders not to let anyone in. I must serve with these false knights as penance. I shamed myself by losing my war mount. If only I could get a new one, I could rejoin my brothers of the Silver Rose proudly. If you helped me, I could go, and the way would be open, yes? Excellent. We need to salvage armor and shields from the ruined tower near Caerleon's gates for the raw materials. Ah, this is good, solid iron. It will make a fine mount. In that same ruined tower, there is a treatise on that greatest of sports, the joust. Find Struthio's royal book on mounts, jousting, and knightly combat and bring it here. Oh, you'll likely have to fight an ogre for it.
Mash you and smash you and crash you. You no take my reading material.
book? Splendid! What do you mean there's a bird on the cover? That's not a bird! That's a war ostrich! A shame to be a wizard and to lose your eyesight at such a young age. Now, take what you've collected to Wayland Noy in Abbey Road. He should be able to use these materials to smith a new mount.
Hello there, wizard. I've already heard some interesting stories about you. I can help you smith a new war beast for Sir John Paul. You'll have to gather a few more items for me, though. I had some special iron bark logs in my smithy in Caerleon. They burn hotter than any other fire. Get those first. Perfect. Iron bark is exceedingly rare these days, so let's not waste it on something ordinary. I'll need a magically hot ember to start it, but I have no idea where you might find something like that.
You have a great idea. You're sure Kara, the Knight of Flame, would give you another living ember from the fountain.
A living ember? A brilliant thought. And while you're out in the werewood, ask Shane McGobbin if he'll lend me his magic hammer too.
Oh, it is my favorite armature. How are you this day? You need another living ember? For you, anything. Take it and let me know if you need anything else. May the fire spirits keep you toasty. Hello, wizard. I hate to ask, but I'm distressed.
You scoop up another living ember. It's blazing hot, but magically does not burn you.
I see you remain uneaten, wizard. Glad to know me shoes did not let you down. I'd love to help you out, but me hammer's been stolen by thrice cursed redcaps, worms of the earth, even stole me new shoes. Tell you what, go punch some of them in their pointy noses and get me things back, and I'll give you the hammer for old Wayland.
Stop hitting us! We gave your hammer to the big black cap, Rissima Flavel. Bother him!
You want Shane's magic hammer back? I'll smash you flat and fry you up with some hot peppers and garlic. My aching teeth!
You got it all back? That's a fine thing. You done well, Wizard. Take me hammer to that crafty whaling Noi. Best of luck.
You got my gobbin's hammer. Well done. You got everything we need, did you? Now, stand back while I melt this metal down and reshape it.
Wayland Noi takes command of the forge. The fire blazes white as he beats the metal into shape. He works hard and tirelessly until something fantastic appears. A wondrous bird of prey, the war ostrich Morning Star.
This is by far the fastest ostrich I've ever created. Take this beast to Sir Jean-Paul and see what he thinks.
Morning Star seems cute, in a demon beast kind of way.
You have returned, Armiger. Your quest was a success? Is the mount, in your backpack? Ah, a steed with the strength and speed of a hurricane. You and Wayland Noi crafted a masterpiece. Now, I can proudly rejoin my brothers at Caliburn upon the mighty Morning Star with my head held high. With no one guarding the gate of the Amber Estate, you could just walk in and look for this minstrel.
His head caved in and his eyes poked out, his ears pulled off and his whiskers burnt and his bottom... Oh, I didn't see you there. Who are you and what do you want? The sword of what? I can't recall. You see, I am terribly distressed. I dropped my loot and some redcaps snatched it up. I tried to replace it with this fruit loot, but it's not working out for me. Do you think you could find the redcaps who have my loot? I think they're still here in the city. Perhaps then I could remember your Axe of Ages or whatever it was.
The loot? We gave that to our master, Favor Earlicker. He lives in that building.
your ears and see how you taste. Silly loot. It didn't taste good anyway.
You got Lady Elizabeth back! What? Your weapon doesn't have a name? I could sing a song about you. The brave wizard's spells only sometimes failed and never ran out of mana. Only fizzled about half the time, or maybe more. It is time for me to leave this place for safer climes. I hear the brisk land of Nodor is lovely this time of year. Go to the archives and find me a map to Nodor, and I'll work on a song. Try to remember where your rod of rulership is.
A map to the brisk land of Nodor. There are pictures of woolly mammoths and frozen Fomori. It doesn't sound that appealing to you.
Excellent! I'm sure they'll appreciate my fine music up there. Out of my way, I must get out of here. Sword of Kings? Oh, that. I believe I dropped it in the wild near Stormcrown? You need to know exactly? Over by the battling sprites and redcaps. Oh, go ask Deirdre Madden. She probably knows.
Aye? What are you doing here, wizard? Greetings, wizard. We are hard-pressed by the Fraudlings. Could you lend a spell and help us with some redcaps? Well done, wizard! 'Tis nigh our rout. The Sword of Kings? Of course we know that blessed weapon. I didn't see your weasel minstrel drop it, but mayhaps one of me scouts did. Sadly, many pixie scouts have been caged by the crow-cursed redcaps. Please, wizard, free 'em and we can ask 'em together. You got them all. Have any of you seen the Sword of Kings?
No, but Carrie Mustard Seed is still missing.
Me best scout, Carrie Mustard Seed, is still missing. The scouts say she's been trapped in the Cave of Anguish by a devilish spiny spriggan. The Cave of Anguish lies across the battlefield. Please rescue her, Wizard. Maybe she can shine a light on your quest.
A wizard? I'll drink the magic from your tears. Please don't turn me into a newt!
Thank you for freeing me. I was afraid she might eat me alive. I'll go report to Commander Deirdre Madden.
Brilliant work, Wizard. It sounds like you put the fear of cold iron into that wretched Spriggan. Carrie Mustard Seed's me best scout. She has a sorrowful tale to tell you. Then we can discuss your plans.
I saw your sword. I did. I saw the blessed blade of mighty Artorius, the Sword of Kings. 'Twas dropped by that Weasley minstrel and gathered up by evil ghosts before we could recover it. The spectres of the Brocken carried it into the darkest part of the Weirwood, into the Wyrd.
The spectres of the Brocken are fiendish spirits what drink the mana of poor fool firelights and anything else they can catch. To travel into the Wyrd, you'll have to cross the Hanging Stones Bridge. But there lies a wee problem. Go and take a gander for yourself.
For something called the Hanging Stones Bridge, they sure appear to be lying inert on the ground.
The cursed Froudlings knocked them hanging stones out of the sky. 'Tis a travesty. Bright Wizard, before you venture into the darkness of the Wyrd, you'll have to help us rebuild the Hanging Stones Bridge. There is no other way to cross. I don't know how to restore the bridge, but Friar Nolan is wise in such ways. Speak to him.
Ah, you've raised your standing in the world, haven't you, brave Armiger? To restore the Hanging Stones, you'll need the hearts of a Jabberwock. Not the actual heart, of course, but magic rubies he swallowed. However, the only person who knows where the Jabberwock dwells is the Dark Knight, a foul traitor who turned on Queen Gwendolen. Defeat the Dark Knight at his estate in Upper Caerleon, and learn how to find and battle the Jabberwock. Snicker-snack.
And there is something out there in the darkness. Something terrifying. Something that will not stop me.
creatures feel fear. Please don't hurt me. Meet me outside this place of my defeat, and I'll tell you what you need to know. You need to find the Mangsome Jabberwock. The Jabberwock lairs in a hidden forest den on the high road near the Shrine to Loyalty. As you get close, you'll hear its terrible whiffling and burbling, but show no fear. After it breathes its fire, strike hard. Take the hearts of the Jabberwock to the Shrine to Loyalty in the face of gloom, melancholy, angst, bitterness, and snark. Once you've purified the hearts of the Jabberwock at the shrine, take them back to that blasted Friar Nolan.
You gyre on by a grove of tum-tum trees into the Jabberwock's lair. You hear some whiffling and burbling up ahead.
Beware the Jabberwock! The jaws that bite! The claws that catch!
As you subdue the slithy beast, it emits a terrible hacking, like a cat with a hairball, and spits up a tulgy gob. You find the hearts of the Jabberwock in the mimsy mess. Whoever said being a wizard was easy? You purify the hearts of the Jabberwock on the Shrine to Loyalty in the face of gloom, melancholy, angst, bitterness, and snark.
You've defeated the Jabberwock, cleansed the magical rubies, and punished the Dark Knight for his disloyalty. A truly frabjous day. Rise, wizard. You are promoted to knight-errant for your mastery of the virtue of loyalty. Rise, wizard. You are promoted to knight-errant for your mastery of the virtue of loyalty. Take the hearts of the Jabberwock back to the wild. Deirdre will show you how to restore the Hanging Stones Bridge.
You
You look brighter, wizard. Friar Nolan sent you to battle for the hearts of the Jabberwock. What a fight that would have been to see. Take the hearts and touch them to the fallen hanging stones. The monoliths will rise up and reform the bridge. The Hanging Stones Bridge is an ancient work of the Wyrd fairies. Thank you for restoring it. Cross o'er the Hanging Stones Bridge into the Wyrd. Stay on the path to the Lost Abbey and beware the tormented treants. If you are quick and kind, you might find a faux fire wisp to help guide you. They are enemies of the spectres of the broken.
The specters of the Brocken are haunting this area, attacking the harmless faux fire lights. If you defeat some specters, perhaps the faux fire lights will know you're on their side. When you defeat that specter, it releases a captured faux fire light. The faux fire light is bobbing and weaving as if it wants your attention. It bobs and weaves cheerfully. The faux firelight seems to understand your quest. It illuminates a path for you, right into the Lost Abbey.
By the horned crown, who disturbs my melancholy? I shall feed on your mana and leave your body a husk for the beetles.
The shadow is lifted! I am transformed! Stranger, you have broken my madness. Let us speak outside this accursed place. Valiant knight-errants, how can I repay your good deed? My tragedy has been lost to the mists of time. Suffice it to say, I knew joy and sorrow before the time of King Artorias. But when the vile Pendragon, Lord of the Wild Hunt, rose to power, his shadow twisted me and my brother ghosts to evil. The Sword of Kings! We gave it to the Pendragon's horned ones just before you liberated me. They secured it in a Froudling wagon and went down the path. Hurry, and you might catch them.
Oh no! Something terrible happened to the wagon before you could do something terrible to it. As you get closer, you think you hear a wee tiny voice crying for help.
Oh, help! Can any brave soul hear me? You heard me! Hooray! I beg your help, brave big one. Our village is in that tree, and we cannot douse the magical flames consuming it. Please collect some arcane water from the rainbow fountain and use it to quench the flames.
The arcane water from the rainbow fountain sparkles with its own light. You collect a sample. You hope it will be enough. You got back just in time. You soaked the tree with the arcane water you collected. There's a loud hiss and a billow of white steam. For a second, you can't see anything.
Big one, you saved us. I saw the wagon attack my death seraphs. They crushed the horned ones with their infernal flames and stole a great sword. The death seraphs flew to the burial ground. This trail leads to it, but I must warn you, an Etin blocks the way. You'll need to face the Etin, both of his faces, to get there. If you get by the Etin, there's a friendly ghost in the burial ground called Bridget. She can help you find the death seraphs.
I smell a wizard. Come closer and let me grab a hold of you, wee one. I said come closer. You are not scared of me, Gyre and Gimble. You hear that thunder? It is my stomach. It is long empty. I recall the savoury tang of roast mutton from the Froudling village. Perhaps you want to get past me, but I cannot hear your words because my stomach is so loud. Fetch me a pot of mutton. Bring it to me. Ah, there is. I see you retrieved it. Please bring it closer. Let us bargain, wizard. The mutton? Pah! 'Twas but charity. A devilish leprechaun lured me here to be turned to stone by the sun. A cloak of raven shadows can free me. First, scavenge raven feathers from the Froudling village. Then, you'll need to battle wildfire treants for ashes, and tormented treants for twisted branches. Take it to the devil Shane McGowan. He can make the cloak, and in return, I'll vow not to harm a leprechaun again.
Raven feathers, wildfire ashes, and twisted branches? And what you be needing a cloak of raven shadows for? That moth-eating Etten, he's mashed me people for more than a score of years. He's offering a vow of peace. All right, but make sure both heads swear or we'll both be sorry. Here's your cloak.
Hey, went for it. I mean, of course, I'll keep my vow. What do you mean I have to promise for my other head too? What trickery is this? No, fine. We vow never to harm a leprechaun again. We vow never to harm a leprechaun again. Happy? You helped us, wizard. I won't forget that. Me either. I'll remember you fondly as I pick your bones out of my teeth. No. A deal is a deal. The way is open to you, wizard. Head on to the burial ground and find your ghost, Bridget.
Halt, defiler, or face my wrath. You are a knight-errant and a friend to Sir Belenos. I'm sorry, I am weak and my sight is no longer clear. I would help you, but Froudlings stole carved markers from my tomb and my own weapons. This has reduced my power. Retrieve my carved markers from the Froudling village and fight the Spriggans for my weapons. Then I can aid you.
The ghost's weapons? Ginther has them in her warren, that tower over there.
My treasures! A pox upon your kind, wizard!
I am relieved to have these returned. If you are able to restore my tomb with the carved markers and weapons you retrieved, I believe I will be able to guide you. With my tomb restored, my essence is replenished. I can see clearly now. Your path lies there, into the Tomb of the Nameless. That is where the Death Seraphs took your sword. The tomb was built for a wealthy knight, but his name was erased from history for crimes that were beyond the pale. This dungeon will test you, wizard, for the Nameless is the one who betrayed Artorias and caused the Great King's death. Into the tomb and confront the Nameless Knight for your sword.
Good-night, despoiler. You shall join us in our everlasting torment.
The knight's name has been scratched out, but you can still make out the name of the tapestry, all the colors of descent. These markers record a knight's rise and fall. Once you set the final marker in the correct order, you hear the doors grind open.
Who are you, child? A wizard playing at being a knight? Your quest is at an end. You found the Sword of Kings, and your demise.
Mallory, this blessed weapon is not for the likes of you. I may be trapped, but I am not powerless. The sword returns with me. Your crimes will not be forgiven, nor your name ever remembered.
You did this, you thrice-doomed cur! become of me? What have I done? Come, let us speak in the open air. I have lost so many things. I betrayed my oaths and vows and turned on King Artorius. For this, my wealth, my few good deeds, even my name were all taken. My wrongdoing may never be forgiven, but I still have the chance to do some good in the world. I will help you on your quest. Have you mastered the knightly virtues? There is a white hart trapped by the Froudling village. Show mercy and free him.
The poor creature stumbled into the bog and can't get out. If you don't free it, it's doomed. You get a rope around the heart and firmly pull it out of the muck. It tosses its head in thanks and then races off, free.
You showed mercy to the poor beast. That is in fact a sign of virtue. A knight must be loyal and must swear to be true to one's family, fellow knights, and liege. It is my deepest failing. But perhaps there is someone in the world who I once aided who remains loyal to my memory. Ask Sophia Greensleeves if she remembers me.
My favorite wizard. You aided me father and husband both. How can I help? Mallory? I do not know. You mean Sir Mallory? How could I forget? He murdered King Artorius, and that cannot be forgiven. But he saved me mother from a giant's axe. If not for him, I'd not have known her songs and laughter. For that act alone, I'll always remember Mallory's name.
She remembered me without malice? That eases the pain a little. The law of hospitality is one of the oldest tenets of Avalon. If you invite a guest in, their safety is supposed to be sacred. The Lady of the Blue Dahlia has broken this taboo by inviting knights into her tower and then ensorceling them. Venture to the Tower of the Blue Dahlia and free her captive, Sir Gerard Monmouth. Remind the lady of the laws of hospitality.
Alas, it pains me to greet you, good knight-errant. I am compelled by the Lady of the Blue Dahlia to fight all who enter. Either I will kill you and prolong my curse, or you will defeat me. In that unlikely occurrence, you will take up my curse. is broken. Well fought, but now you will be forced to act as her champion until you are defeated. But wait, you are not a full knight. As a wizard, you might be able to challenge the Lady of the Blue Dahlia directly. If you best her, we would both be free.
My new champion. Let me look at you, Lovey. A wizard? You are no true knight, but a sneak thief trying to steal my treasures. I'll have your eyes. No more, great wizard. I'll reform me ways and offer true hospitality to all travelers henceforth.
You freed Sir Gerard Monmouth by challenging the Lady of the Blue Dahlia to a wizard duel. Well played. My road into Shadow was twisted and marked with infamous deeds. I stole a divining treasure from the three-color serpent. It then fell into the claws of a spiny spriggan in the Frowdling village. As an act of justice, I need you to recover it.
You white-bellied worm! I'll slice you into fish bait!
Your treasure! Take it and be gone with you, witchy child!
I've not seen the divining treasure in a lifetime. It showed me a vision once, but in the end, I could not avoid my fate. We must return the divining treasure to the three-color serpent and ask his pardon. Keep your head high and show no fear. You'll find him in the chromatic tower by the rainbow fountain.
So, who is this? A wizard? I smell no trepidation in you. But what do you have there? My divining treasure. I lost it years ago to the accursed Mallory. His spirit told you to return it to me. How noble. As thanks, I will look into the divining treasure and tell you what you must know for your quest. A lost queen in a ring fort. She will help you rally the Rose Knights for your final push against the Pendragon.
You did it. Good. A lost queen, you say? That can only mean your path leads to Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn can help you complete your knowledge of the Sword of Kings. She must be hiding at the ring fort, Thundara. I know it well. It is the ancient home of the Druids, where I grew up with my sister, Morganth. Do you know her? She was a clever child who had a smile that could melt Winter's heart, though she also had a cruel streak. Oh, ghosts and cobwebs, never mind that. Scout out the path to Dundara and tell me what you find.
A giant's tower perches on the path, like a gargantuan carrion bird. Perhaps Mallory has a cunning plan to get by it.
From what you describe, Dunscaith still stands, the home of the unspeakable Indigo Giant. The Indigo Giant has a taste for all flesh. He must be preying on travelers to Dundara. Venture into his tower and slay him. What were you expecting? A cunning plan? Then release his captives. This will show you are a friend to the Druids, who can guide you on to Dundara and Gwendolyn.
By the skin of my teeth, a little wizard. I just put the pot on the fire, but I don't mind breaking me fast with something raw.
the shame of this defeat for a lifetime.
Good wizard, you freed us from a terrible demise. How can we ever repay you? You are searching for Dundara? Let us show you the secret path, friend. Look for Aod when you arrive.